I was terrified to discover that I seemed to have entered an endless loop of subway tunnels. The man in the business suit always appeared at the corner, so I mustered up the courage to ask him a question. Such a bizarre scene scared me so much that I quickly left. I noticed that the sign on the wall clearly indicated exit 0, but the sign above my head showed that this was channel 8. The next moment, the eerie man emerged from the corner again. I forced myself to suppress my fear, but the emergency call button and the nearby electrical room were both locked. At that moment, I noticed the poster hanging on the wall. The ants crawling endlessly on the Möbius strip seemed to be myself. Suddenly, a pool of red liquid flowed down the wall. I was so scared that I turned and ran away. Only then did I notice that the strange man was looking at his phone, and the directional sign appeared again before my eyes. But the number on it had changed from 0 to 1. I finally noticed the warning next to the directional sign. If you encounter any abnormalities, turn back immediately. If you don't encounter any abnormalities, don't turn back. Could the red liquid that appeared earlier be the so-called abnormality? I entered channel 8 again, but found that the red liquid on the ceiling had disappeared. I could only continue forward patiently. But strangely, the number on the directional sign had changed back to 0. I realized this might be a game with rules. Since I hadn't found any abnormalities earlier, I had to start over from 0. Having figured all this out, I pulled out my phone and took photos of all the places in the corridor where abnormalities might appear. I even took photos of the strange man who passed by each time. Then I arrived at the end, where the number had changed to 1. Clearly, no abnormalities had appeared earlier. I confidently entered the corridor, but when I pulled out my phone, I discovered that all the photos I had taken earlier had turned into a mess of yellow gibberish. I could only rely on my memory to find clues to escape. But suddenly, the strange man's footsteps stopped. Clearly, this was the anomaly mentioned in the rules. I hurried back, but the man seemed to be following me closely, like a ghost. I was so scared that I ran away, but I accidentally fell to the ground. When I came to my senses, the strange man was standing in the same spot, looking at his phone, and the number on the sign had changed to 2. I then entered the 8th corridor, and this time, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But as I passed the luggage storage cabinets around the corner, I heard the cry of an infant behind me. I cautiously approached, but